Okay. All right, guys. If you guys can hear me, please let me know. All right, can you still hear me, Leon?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right, guys. Sorry about the technical issues last time, guys. All right. So can everyone see me and hear me? Uh, if you can see and hear me, if the audio is good, please type in audio is good and video is good so that I can know, guys. And while I'm waiting for the responses from you guys, I just want to introduce this real quick, guys. This is Tai Zen, and let me see here. Okay, so this is Tai Zen, and I got my buddy LeonFood.com. So you guys got a good treat. Say hello, Leon.
Hello, guys. How are you?
I know you guys hear Leon was in bed, so I told him, hey man, I screwed up, man. You gotta get your butt up so that we can get this for our audience, man. All right. So,
All right.
real quick, guys, I'm gonna switch screens and go over to the screen share again, guys. And in this case, guys, if what's gonna happen is when you guys see it, if there's no audio or no video, please type it on the screen immediately, okay? So please let me know if you guys can see my screen, okay? All right? Please let me know if you can see my screen, guys. So because I screwed up, you know, I got leonfood.com to volunteer to help me with the, to jump in on this with me.
All right, Ty, I see your screen.
You see it?
I see it. Yep.
Okay. So if you guys see it, please let me know. Okay. So I just got to make sure this chat box is right here, bro, so that in case it happens again, all right? For some reason, okay, there it is. I didn't realize the chat box went to the bottom when you shrink it down that small. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, now I can see everyone. Now I can see everyone's chats. So if you guys don't hear me or don't see me for whatever reason, then just let me know in the box. And if you guys can hold your questions off until the end, let me run through this really quick so that you know both leonfood.com and I can get to bed, and then we'll go from there, guys. All right. So if you guys look at this, I'm doing what I have here is a chart of the Ethereum Classic. Okay. The reason why I'm making this for you guys is that Ethereum Classic has run up unexpectedly, and most people did not think, including myself and Leon, when we first heard about this, we did not expect it to go up as high as it did, and it's surviving. Okay, so here is some evidence that the Ethereum Classic is surviving, and we'll do that, and then I'll give you guys the price prediction. Okay, so here it is. If you guys go to CoinMarketCap, you guys can see that if we sort out the volume of Ethereum Classic here is almost double that. The trading volume is double that of Ethereum hard fork. Okay, so if you guys go to this other page here called fork.ethstats.net, you guys can see here. Let me magnify so you guys can see it easily. You guys can see that the hard fork has 3,700 gigahashes of hashing power, and this non-fork, right, the original Ethereum Classic has gained, it went from 500 gigahashes up to nearly 800 gigahashes now. So it shows that there are a lot of signs that the Ethereum Classic is getting stronger. When Leon and I first looked at this difficulty level was only at 15%, and this was only at 3.5%. So that means that there are more and more miners pointing their mining hardware towards the Classic chain and increasing the gigahashes. So regardless if we want this classic chain to die off or not, it's not dying off and it's coming off strong. Okay. So
Yeah, Ty, I saw that as low as 5 or 6, by the way.
oh yeah, this right here.
Yeah, the percentage. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it gone down as low as 6. That's where it was. Now it's at 20.
Okay. So that's where it's at, guys. So can you guys still hear us, guys? Okay. Well, I'm waiting for a response on that. Thanks there, Godson. That beautiful woman is my wife. So, okay. Anyways, guys, this is okay. So here's the other evidence right here, guys. If we look at the Poloniex account right here, I logged into my Poloniex account, guys, and you guys can see here that there's a lot of sell orders right now. Okay, and there's a lot of buy orders that's coming in. And if you guys can see this market depth right here, there's buying pressure coming into the markets. Okay, so let me see here. Let's go to the price charts and I'll run through this real quick, guys. All right, so right here I drew a trend line, an uptrend line, as you guys can see here in this purple channel right here. It's hitting that and I'm touching it there. Let me see if I can magnify a little bit so you guys can see it. Right there. So the way that I'm drawing this trend line, guys, is I'm touching the bottom points right here, there, around this area, and around there, and around there, and it's going up. And I did a parallel, and I put the other side of the parallel channel on top of here. And then I also created a third parallel line to represent the top of this. And so if we look at that parallel, guys, we can see something here. Okay? We see that the price is coming up here. And this is something that you guys didn't hear in the earlier broadcast when I was talking about the price was in here, guys. I'm going to magnify this a little bit. Okay. I was talking about earlier before I lost audio with you guys that when the price comes up into these two lines right here, I drew these really light. And usually when I draw it light like that, that means that the resistance level at that area, I do not believe to be very strong. Okay. So I cannot, I don't have this very strong. That's why it's very light and it's dotted lines, because that lets me know it's not a very serious level. Now, I'm not going to switch these charts back and forth and confuse everyone, but if you drop it down to a 15-minute chart, this bottom resistance line right here is at the top of all the bodies of these, okay? It looks like it's wicks on the 1 hour chart, but if you drop it down to a 15-minute chart, you can see that they're all bodies right there, and that's where I put it. Now, this top resistance line, I put it at the top of the wick, but not on this candle. When you drop it on to a 15-minute chart, you'll see it here. So my prediction is this, guys, is that technically, okay, this is a technical price prediction, okay? Like if you guys notice, Leon is the one that does all the fundamental or the market valuations, and that's how he comes up with his price prediction. For mine, it's just strictly technical, okay? So I see the price here. It's going to pull back down, right? And it's probably more than likely going to pull back down to about right here, guys. Okay, so if you're a short-term trader and you miss this move up, then you would look to get in somewhere about right when it comes back down to here. Okay, so when it comes back down to here, you can look to get in somewhere about right about there. You can get in right there. And if for sure, if it comes down below this and breaks the low of this right here, then I would get out. Okay, so now if it comes in here, if it continues going up, this is where I predict that the price will go. It'll come up. Let me get rid of this line. Since it's already broken this resistance line here, guys, we delete that because we no longer need it. Okay, so it's gonna break this temporary small term or a very weak level resistance here, and once it breaks that, then the major resistance level is at this red line right here. That's why I got it darker and brighter so you guys can see it. So in the short term, I project that this is going to come up to here. It'll go sideways here. It'll pop up some more about right here and possibly go sideways again or pull back. And then that one will pop up. Regardless if it takes two more up legs to break through this resistance level at 486,000 Satoshis right here. If it doesn't pull back here, for sure, it'll pull back once it breaks through the 500,000 Satoshi mark. Once it breaks above here, there's several reasons why it'll pull back, guys, and I want you guys to be aware of this so that you guys are aware of what to do, okay? There are several reasons why the price will pull back here, just like it pulled back here, okay? Except this pullback will be a little bit bigger, okay? I want you guys to think of who is going to be selling here. There's going to be some short-term traders that missed out on all this, and they're going to try to short right here when it comes to the 500,000 mark, because that's a whole even round number, and humans think in whole even round numbers. So expect a pullback here, okay? And after that, then the price will continue back up, okay? So we got one group of traders, the short-term traders, are going to short right here to get out. And then we have the people here who want to break even. The people that went long back here, guys, they have been sitting there crying their butts off because the price has been going against them because they jumped in late. The FOMO traders, the people who are in fear of missing out, so they bought long here, and the price has been going against them for the last few days. So as soon as the price gets back up around this area near the 500,000 Satoshi mark, they're going to pray to God, to Allah, to Buddha, and to the Hindu gods and everybody, right, that they get back to break even so they don't have to be a loser and their friends and family make fun of them for getting into cryptocurrencies, okay? So because of that, they're going to sell to break even, and then that's going to be the second group of traders that's going to sell short, okay? And then you got the other people who are down here, who bought here, who bought here, who bought here, and who bought down here, and they're selling to take profits. So you got three groups of people selling right around the 500,000 mark, which is going to push the price back down. So that's just how the mechanics and how the science of trading works, and that's how the psychology of people trading work, guys. So when it comes down here, you can get back in, okay? But my price prediction for 2016 is this, guys, is that in the short term, in the next few weeks, right, or even in the next few days, right, you know, at the rate that it's going, it might even be the next few days and instead of the next few weeks. But price will come up to here, pull back, and then it'll come up to this yellow area right here that I marked off, okay? It'll come off to these two dotted lines up here. And the reason why I have it dotted, guys, and you guys don't see it, is that during this candle drop right here, if you drop it down to a 5-minute candle, there's a resistance level right there, and then there's a resistance level right here. And that's why on the 1-hour candle, you don't see it. But if you drop it down to a 5-minute candle, you'll see that there's a level of resistance there and here. But if you guys notice, I put that it's a dotted line because I do not believe that it's that strong of a resistance level, okay? Because there's not a lot of volume that was being traded there. So if you guys notice this, okay, compared to the volume that we have, the volume that happened on that first candle was not a lot of volume compared to the volume here, or even right now as it's happening. So that's why I put it as a dotted line to show that it's not a very strong resistance level. However, when it comes up to here, it is on the other side of the trend channel, guys, the pink trend channel here. So because of that, that's where I would be looking to take some profits off the table and lock in some profits, okay? So keep that in mind, guys. When you're a trader, a cryptocurrency trader or investor, you make money when you exit the trade, not when you buy the cryptocurrency, okay? So I'm gonna look to take profits here. Now, the reason why I put the yellow bullseye over here instead of right directly above this green candle right here is because if you look at the trajectory of this move up right here, we can see that it's probably gonna move in somewhere in there. So as it's bouncing back and forth and coming up, even if it just comes up to here and decides to break all the way through, guys, more than likely it's going to hit this yellow bullseye somewhere in here. Now, I have a big bullseye there, guys, because this is, I mean, it's hard to predict this because there's never been, the price has never been up here before, okay? So because of that, I'm projecting it's going to come up to here. You can take some profits here. Now, if it gets up to these two resistance levels between 558,000 to 600,000 Satoshis, let's say if it gets up here and all the FOMO traders, all the traders that have a fear of missing out, if they start buying here at the top, it's possibly going to push the price of it all the way up until the second pink line here, which represents the high of this. So if it comes into this area, then you would look to take profits in here, okay? So if it comes up to here, I would have my finger on the trigger and get ready to sell and take profits. But if it comes up to here, if it just busts right through these two dotted lines, then I would wait for it to come up to here and take profits, okay? But this is where I project it to be. So this is going to be a wide price prediction, guys. But I predict that the price of Ethereum is going to hit somewhere between 550,000 Satoshis, okay, which is right here, all the way up to 750,000 Satoshis, that range. And the reason why I'm giving it such a wide range, guys, is because, I mean, this blockchain is supposed to be dead, but it's not. You know, it's like
Hey Ty, quick question. What's your time frame on this prediction? Like your big bullseye is only like 2 or 3 days out from today.
Okay, I'm gonna put it into normally if this was not this is like this blockchain, this Ethereum Classic it's kind of like the nickname for it is like the Phoenix blockchain or the Moses blockchain. The reason why I call it the Phoenix blockchain is because it was supposed to be dead and now it's risen from the ashes and it's drawing attention back to it and starting to become more popular than the Ethereum for a hard fork chain. Okay, and I also call it the Moses blockchain because, you know, like in the Bible, I think Moses is the character where they thought that he was dead, so they threw him in the river or something, and then later on they picked him up and bring him back, and then he ends up you know, hurting Egypt. Okay, so in this particular case, the Ethereum hard fork is like Egypt and the pharaohs and the Egyptians, and then this Ethereum Classic is like Moses. He comes back and gives them hell. Okay, so might be funny, but that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Okay.
So what is the time frame, Ty? I missed it.
The time frame is here. The time frame is if we put the vertical lines in, I would project that it's going to come out to between here, okay, and in here, that window right there. So I would say that in the next 3 or 4 days. But here's the thing: if this was like normal current forex trading, like euro, if I was trading the euro or something, I would be very confident in putting the price targets in between this area right here, between these two timelines. Okay. The problem is, like I said, this is supposed to be a dead blockchain that's not supposed to come back to life, but it is. So because of that, I've never traded something that has come back to life before like this. So we don't know. We don't know. We might, you know, Vitalik and all the Slockit team, the Ethereum Foundation, they might get upset and pissed off that this thing is coming back to life, and they might sell all their ethers just to push the price of this back down. Because keep in mind, they have a bunch of Ethereum Classics too.
Yeah, that's true. Like everybody, we should definitely keep that in mind, that the foundation probably has millions of classics right now, and they could definitely dump. And I don't know what the I don't know. We don't really know the firepower as to who's behind this move. Like, is it Barry Dillard who's pumping all this Bitcoin into Ethereum Classic, right? But on the flip side, there is the foundation who does support the hard fork, and they do have lots of Classic they could just dump, right?
Yeah. And keep in mind, we have here Crypto Giraffe. He says that the hacker has a lot of Ethereum Classic, and that's 100% true. But his intentions, Leon, we have a separate video that is being edited right now, guys, where Leon and I discussed the motive of the DAO attacker, and we do not believe for once that the DAO attacker is doing this to make money. Okay, and we'll explain in a separate video so we don't get sidetracked from the price prediction in this video. Okay, if you guys have any questions about the price prediction of Ethereum Classic, right? Let me know, and then let me know what city you guys are in and everything, so that we'll know. Is there any questions on this, guys? Crypto Giraffe says, how can I see your trading view charts, Ty? My trading view charts, let me see, how would you see it? I guess I'll have to, you're gonna have to watch this video, guys. I mean, the reason why I have these charts set up the way I do is, I mean, the green line represents where I got in. I actually got in down here, guys. I was scaling into my trade as I got in, and the average price is right here where the green line is at. So I'm up fairly well on this trade so far. Okay. Okay. So there's no questions, guys. So any last thoughts, Leon, before we close this up?
No, I think you covered it pretty well. I think there's going to be a lot of drama because there's a few power players on both sides, the buy side and the sell side, right? I mean, we speculated about who could be pushing the price up, but on the other hand, there's a lot of you know, I'd see the foundation as the main thing that who could possibly dump their Ether Classics to try to, because you know, we know that's Vitalik and his crew support the hard fork, and so they must not be happy seeing this, and they can do something about it, namely to crash the price. So everyone, you know, be careful.
Yeah. So on this, guys, the belief that Leon and I have is always protect your account to live and fight another day, to live and invest another day. There will be more cryptocurrencies coming out. Don't panic if you missed it, right? So don't freak out. Okay, there will be more to come. Okay, this won't be. Leon and I have been investing in cryptocurrencies since, I don't know, since the end of 2012, and every time, you know, we always thought that, you know, in the beginning we thought, well, this is going to be the only one that's going to make us money, and we got to squeeze everything out of it. And the reality is, every quarter, every month, every quarter, there's new cryptocurrencies that come out, and there's plenty of opportunities to make money, guys. This is like the currency market, the Forex market, or the stock market. There will always be stocks to trade. There will always be currency pairs to trade. So don't think that this is the end, okay? Phoenix 5539 asks, so Ethereum Classic could be dead any day. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All we know is that it's going on right now, and since we are investors and speculators, we take advantage of that opportunity and try to make money on it, you know? So that's all we know. Nobody knows if it's going to be dead or not, okay? Daniel Acevedo says, you make that prediction lines, but let's say I want to make my own. Then just go to tradingview.com, create your own account, and you are welcome to draw in the lines. So how many history time I have to take in mind? It depends upon your trading style. I usually use the 1 hour charts, the 4 hour charts, and the daily charts. Okay. Crypto Giraffe, hey Ty, could you just repeat buy and sell prices? I want to sell what I have now and rebuy back lower. I want to sell what I have now, right? If you have some right now, I would not sell it right now. I would wait until it goes higher. Wait until at least it gets to that red line right there, to the 486. You guys can watch this video again or take a screenshot or whatever, guys. You don't. I don't have to read out the prices to you. It's right there in front of you. Okay. And then from Valencia, Venezuela. Okay. ¿Cómo está? Okay. So, all right. So that's it, Leon. Any last words? I'm gonna wrap it up, bro.
Nope. Wrap it up.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna wrap this up, and right after this, oh man, you know what? I guess I'll do it tomorrow. I was gonna make a quick video about the Ethereum hard fork prices and what I see in that, because there's some obvious stuff in there. Okay. So, all right, guys, I'll make a separate video for the Ethereum hard fork prices. It's getting too late over here. You guys can see it's 11:48 p.m. here in Atlanta, Georgia, on the East Coast, New York time here, and Leon's time is around 10:48. So we both have to hit the sack, guys. So good night. This price is running up, so I want to just make this for you real quick, guys. But we'll see you guys in a future video. If you guys like more videos like this, give us a thumbs up. If you guys don't like it, give us a thumbs down so we'll know. And I'm going to be posting this on the Steam It too. So when you guys see it over there, make sure you guys upvote it. And if you guys have any friends or colleagues that want to learn more about how to invest in cryptocurrencies, make sure that you guys share our channel with them. And good night to everyone. Good night to you guys, Tim Lee in Sydney. Okay. You been to Sydney before, Leon?
I have. About 6 years ago was my last time in Australia, in 2010.
Yeah. Mike says, do I set up stop limits? And yes, I do. Like on this one right here, it's already profitable, so I moved my stop up to right here. Okay, so it's break even right now. Worst case scenario, it breaks even. Okay. Thanks. We'll be waiting tomorrow's video from New Jersey. Okay. Good night, guys. San Diego. Man, San Diego is the most beautiful city to live in America. So if you're living in San Diego, you are doing well, my friend. Okay. That's why you guys see me in videos in San Diego all the time, because I love San Diego. That's the best city to live in America. Okay. All right. So, buenos noches, Daniel in Venezuela. Y nosotros hablamos más en el futuro. Okay. All right. Good night, guys. And this will conclude the broadcast.